Man, y'all got me on a Ren, not cycle, like a Ren binge watching, like a Ren spree, a Ren roll, a Ren roll. Y'all got me on a Ren roll. Yeah, y'all got me on a Ren roll, a renegade roll. Yeah, we'll go with that. That's not weird at all. But yeah. Dope. This is one of my personal favorites. Like ever since y'all put me on to High Ren, like it's just great all around, honestly. So shout out Renegades and Hog family. But this is the behind the scenes. Let's see how things produced.
So that part, if you kind of want to explain my sort of thought process behind that, was that when I first got ill, I remember saying to my mum, and this is going to get a little bit heavy for a second, so bear with me and forgive me.
Mm.
But I remember saying to her, I was like, if I'm ill for another year, this is like right in the first year. I was like, I'm letting you know, I don't think that I don't think I can do it, and I was like, I'm really sorry about this, I just can't. And then a year passed, and I was even more sick. And then another year passed, and I was even more sick, and I was even in more pain. And that progressed on for the next 8-9 years of my life, and it just got worse and worse. And it wasn't that it became any easier to deal with. It was because
And if I was reading, because there was y'all definitely got in depth about his condition and then trying to keep up with the comments and everything. So he has Lyme's disease, correct? I'm trying to make sure that I'm on the timeline correctly, putting things together, because I know y'all been telling me he's in Canada right now, taking care of his health needs. But of course, obviously, this was prior to.
I eventually came to accept that I had to live in a body that was full of pain, and that made it a lot easier, because the more I resisted, like the more that I fought against that fact, the more I was like bitter about it and angry about it, like the more I was like, why the fuck is it me? Why is it my body that hurts? Like why my friends get to go and live normal happy lives and go and get to experience all the things that someone in their early 20s gets to experience.
Typically people would think, oh, that's a depressing way to think, blah, blah, blah. But he's actually saving himself a lot of mental pain. And the mind is very strong. The mind, like the neurons, how, you send signals to different parts of the body. Like you can convince yourself of a lot of things. But being that he's choosing not to use that energy because I mean, it's just better to have that mindset, I feel like, especially in his case, versus not using life to the fullest. Like if he feels like he's getting fucked over, like why me, then man, bite back. Like he doing his thing, and I feel like that's the best thing that he could have done for himself, honestly.
I was really bitter about that at the start, because I missed a lot of birthdays, I missed a lot of New Year's, just lying in bed, and it wasn't until I learned to accept that it was just the cards that I've been dealt.
I couldn't imagine.
This isn't my. I don't speak about it publicly very much. Oh, give me a second.
Honestly, I'm like no, like not even being no type of funny, but it's just weird because, well, it's not weird, but okay, granted, yes, oh my god, bear with me 2 seconds. Where were we? No, it's just interesting to me how, granted, yes, celebrity status, a lot of your business is gonna be put out there, but he is really putting himself out there. Me personally, I don't like telling people shit. I don't like people being in my business, whatever the case, to a certain extent. But him, I mean, that's a bold move. And obviously, this has affected him mentally, emotionally, physically, in every aspect of life. And to be able to publicly display that and talk about it, and like, you really got to be like, he is, that's true acceptance, I feel like, low key. Hmm, good for him. I feel like he really doing his thing. um that's, I don't know, man. That's just he's strong.
It wasn't until I stopped resisting that fact that life became enjoyable. And I know that I'm crying right now, but I'm genuinely, for the most part, very happy, even though I still put up with a lot of symptoms.
As you should be.
And I am. It might be hard to convince you right now, but I am. I'm very.
Nah, man, live your life to the fullest. I love it for you. Like, I really do. Cause like, people, even me, I be thinking, I be praying all the time, thinking, God or whatever you believe in. I be thanking God that, I am the way that I am right now, because you never know what could happen. Situations could change in the blink of an eye. Tomorrow, it could be completely different. So every day that I am the way that I am, regardless of the situation, it could be different. It could be different. Every day is, it's a blessing in itself, and he is living his life to the fullest, as he should, and I 100% support it.
very happy in life, and I feel very fulfilled, and I feel like I'm doing things that I would have dreamt of years ago. So yeah, I think that's what sentiment I was trying to get across, basically. That it wasn't until I was just like, stop fighting against my demons and stop fighting against the pain and stop saying why me, that I got a lot better. And I just was like, well, you know what, like, could be a lot worse. And also as well, like, so what, like, let's make the most of these limitations that I've got, or let's use these limitations that I've got and turn it into something else.
Mm-hmm.
And try and alchemize it into
Mm-hmm.
something more productive. And that's why I feel very lucky to be in the creative industry, because I wouldn't be able to do that in an office job. So
Man, and bro, like, you don't know how much you have impacted. Even me, just from, knowing you as long as I have, speaking as if you are Ren, that the impact that you have, and on others in the similar situation, is, you don't know how much that could change someone's life, cuz they might be down in the dumps, constantly, just terrorizing themselves, and constantly being resentful if they do believe in God, hating themselves, hating even being, made. And that could really cause you to spiral mentally and everything. But it's like, once you conquer your mind and conquer yourself, then it's like, the sky is the limit. Really, there, I mean, it's unlimited. And he's making it what he wants it to be.
I feel very blessed, and I feel very blessed to have you guys supporting me as well, because without that I wouldn't be able to do that. And so yeah, I feel lucky. And maybe it's for a purpose. I don't think I'd have ever made the music that I did if I hadn't lived these experiences. It would be very different. I think I'd still be making music, because before I got ill, I was lined up to do some pretty cool things with like Sony, and I was on a good path. But I don't think I don't think I'd have written a song like this. I obviously wouldn't have written a song like this. I wouldn't have written a song like Violet's Tale. I wouldn't have made that kind of music. So
What do you think? That is a very interesting thought. What do you think Ren's music would have been like? Would have been about? I mean, obviously, his skills would not have changed. That I believe that 100%. He is talented AF. Like, dude can sing his ass off. He can perform his ass off, act his ass off. Freaking, like, if that was a literal statement, he would have negative ass. Like, I mean, that's probably a weird thing to say, but I say off the wall shit all the time. Get used to it. But freaking dude is really like, I feel like he would still make inspirational music. I feel like he would still make inspirational music because even just the way that he performs, that should be inspiring and it'd be captivating. Jesus Christ, all these dog hairs. But yeah, that's an interesting thought. What type of music would he make?
even though it doesn't sit in the sphere of like mainstream music, I'm very proud of it
Man, fuck that mainstream music.
because I think it even though it taps into like a darker side of the human psyche, I feel proud of myself for what I've achieved.
As you should.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, and I'm gonna have to run off in a second because my food's probably ready by now.
Food is like probably one of the most important things in life. I just want y'all to know. It's like very much so up there. Very, very much so.
But yeah, thanks for joining me on the chat and letting me kind of talk a bit more about what this song meant to me. I just wanted to go into the very last line because I think that's my favorite line in the whole thing. It's what separates human beings from angels and from demons and from gods. And like while I'm not, like I said this earlier, while I'm not necessarily like religious in the sense that I say I'm a Christian, I'm a Buddhist, I'm a Muslim, I like humans' explanations for the divine a lot. I love the stories. And what I meant by we must remember that we are human beings is that we're not evil and we're not good. We're not either of those things. We are something that is a mismatch of everything. And we've got to embrace
Fucked up.
our own imperfections.
I'm just playing. We're pretty all right, but nah, that's facts. Embracing our imperfections because, man, there's nothing you can do to help it. You're not God or a higher power. Like, that's what he did. That's a mentality. He trained his mind and changed his mindset. Like, I'm telling you, man, the mind is so powerful. So powerful.
And we've got to remind ourselves that if we're hurting, it's just part of the human experience and better days will come too, even in amongst that pain. And yeah, whereas when we look at a demon, we see evil, whereas we look at an angel, we see good. When we look at a god, we see powerful. We're all of those things, man. We're demons and angels and gods mixed into some imperfect creature that ended up on this floating rock in space. And yeah, that's why I like that line. Anyway, I'm gonna go and have some food. And thank you guys very much for joining me on this stream today. I hope, because it's my first stream by myself, I hope that you were sufficiently entertained. Doing this builds my confidence to do more of these sorts of things in future. So thank you for sharing this time with me and letting me talk about this stream. It means a lot. I'm certainly gonna go and enjoy my food, and I'm enjoying my release day, man. Like I said before, guys, I'm doing it all independently. So if you guys have any ideas on how to share this as much as possible,
And on top of that, doing all that independently, like aside from everything else, the music aspect, first of all, you have to work your ass off as an independent artist. I know that firsthand, but like that should take, it's like you got to do the groundwork. Everything that a label does, you have to do along with, your team and assets like that. That shit right there, that'll drive you crazy in itself, honestly.
bother everybody you can with it. It would really help me because it just helps it get seen out in the public eye a little bit more, and helps make this dream even more of reality, because then I got more resources to make even more ambitious projects. So that would mean a lot. Yeah, thank you guys. I hope you have a blessed night. I hope you all sleep really well, and I hope you enjoyed High Ren. And I cannot wait for you to see what's coming up next, because it's cool. And the album name is Sick Boy that I'm releasing, and that's going to be dropping at some point very soon. I love you guys. See you later.
Seems like a cool dude. I'm not gonna lie, I'd love to talk to him in person, honestly. But yeah, man, he's doing his thing. I support the grind. I support the dedication. Like he really is an inspiration. I can tell. Even thus far, like I said, in my journey with him. Shoot, man. Well, thank you guys for putting me on once again. Y'all, please be appreciative. Remember to be thankful. And live your life for you, because it's your life. So make your own decisions and do your thing. Do your thing for real. But man, I appreciate y'all. If y'all are here with Quality Shit family, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that sub. It's just a click of a button. But yeah, stay tuned. We'll be back with more, and we'll dive in a little bit deeper, best believe.